What if I told you the San Francisco 49ers could shake up the entire league with a blockbuster trade this offseason? Rumors are swirling that our beloved team might consider dealing a rising star quarterback for a chance to snag a coveted first-round pick and a two-time All-Pro defensive tackle. Could this be the moment that defines our future? Stay tuned as we dive into the details of this jaw-dropping speculation that could change everything for the Niners. As we dive into the latest buzz surrounding the San Francisco 49ers, I can't help but feel a whirlwind of emotions about the potential trade of Brock Purdy. It's a topic that has sparked intense debates among fans and analysts alike. The idea of swapping Purdy for the Tennessee Titans' first overall pick in the upcoming draft, along with All-Pro defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons, is certainly intriguing. But let's break this down and see how it could impact our beloved 49ers. Brock Purdy, the young quarterback who took us to a Super Bowl, has shown flashes of brilliance. However, he's also been plagued by injuries and inconsistent performances, particularly when the team around him wasn't firing on all cylinders. Now, the Titans are sitting on the first pick and are in desperate need of a quarterback. The thought of them possibly targeting Purdy instead of going after Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward sends chills down my spine. Do we really want to part ways with a player who has already proven he can lead us to the big stage? Tom Jensen from Sports Illustrated suggests that the 49ers should consider making that deal, trading Purdy for Simmons and a draft pick. This is where my mind starts racing. Simmons is a beast on the defensive line, a two-time second-team All-Pro who could significantly bolster our defense. I mean, he's got 31.5 sacks in 6 seasons. Just imagine how he could wreak havoc alongside our already formidable defense. But at what cost? Trading Purdy would mean essentially giving up on a quarterback who has enormous potential. Yes, we've invested in other key players like Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and Christian McCaffrey, but can we really afford to let go of a talent like Purdy? And let's not forget, Simmons carries a hefty $22 million cap hit in 2025. Is it wise to take on that kind of financial commitment, given our current salary cap situation? The 49ers have a tough decision ahead. They can either extend Purdy and hope he continues to develop under Kyle Shanahan, or they can pull the trigger on a trade that could reshape the team's future. If they do trade him, they'd need to find a young quarterback to develop, a risky move for sure. Bringing in someone like Sanders or Ward could potentially pay off, but it also comes with its own set of uncertainties. Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, keeping Purdy could mean maintaining the momentum we've built over the last season. On the other hand, acquiring an elite defensive player like Simmons might be exactly what we need to put us over the top. It's that classic dilemma, of offense versus defense, and those decisions are never easy. And let's think about the Titans for a moment. They could extend Purdy, giving him a solid chance to grow and develop in their system. Meanwhile, they'd still have the second round pick to grab another weapon in free agency. This trade could be a win-win situation for both teams, if it plays out that way. As a passionate 49ers fan, I can't help but feel a sense of urgency. We need to capitalize on our current roster's talent while also planning for the future. The stakes are high, and every decision made this off-season could have far-reaching consequences. So, what do you think? Was trading Purdy for Simmons and a draft pick the best decision? Or should we hold on to him and see how he develops next season? I want to hear your opinions down below. Your thoughts matter in this debate, and I'm genuinely curious about where the fan base stands on this pivotal issue. As we dive into the latest news surrounding the San Francisco 49ers, there's a palpable tension in the air regarding the future of Robert Saleh. This situation has the potential to shape the 49ers' defensive landscape for years to come. It's been reported that Saleh is emerging as a favorite for the Jaguars' head coaching job, which, let's be honest, would be a massive blow to our hopes of seeing him return as our defensive coordinator under Kyle Shanahan in 2025. Now, I get it. Saleh's been out there interviewing with teams like the Las Vegas Raiders, the Dallas Cowboys, and of course the Jaguars, where he spent time as an assistant before joining us in 2017. There's a lot riding on these interviews for him, and understandably so. He's looking for the best opportunity to lead, and while I'd love to see him back in red and gold, He's not going to take a demotion lightly. What's the real kicker here? Owner Shad Khan of the Jaguars seems to have Saleh in his sights, believing he was the one who got away. That's a tough pill for us as 49ers fans to swallow. Saleh's defensive acumen helped redefine our defense during his time with us. And now the thought of him potentially thriving elsewhere is unsettling. Khan's decision to keep general manager Trent Baalke around complicates things even further. Baalke is a divisive figure, especially among 49ers fans who remember the tumultuous times before Shanahan arrived. It's been said that Baalke's presence is a deterrent for many coaching candidates, considering the Jaguars. If you ask me, who could blame them? His history of clashes with head coaches raises red flags, yet there's still chatter that Khan might be leaning towards Saleh, which could spell trouble for our hopes of reuniting with him. In a recent piece, by Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated, he listed Saleh alongside Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson as the frontrunners for the Jaguars' vacancy. But here's where it gets really interesting, and concerning for us. Breer hinted that if Johnson were to be hired, it might lead to a complete overhaul of the Jaguars' front office, potentially sending Baalke packing. Conversely, if Saleh is the choice, Baalke could very well remain in his position. And that, my friends, could be the tipping point. If Baalke sticks around, it likely increases the chances of Saleh heading back down to Jacksonville instead of returning to the 49ers. It's almost like a cruel game of chess unfolding before our eyes, with every move feeling like it's stacked against us. Khan has repeatedly stood by Baalke, which speaks to his loyalty but also complicates the coaching search. It's a precarious situation. And for us, it raises the stakes even higher. Now, I want you to think about this. Do you believe this is the right path for Saleh? Can we really blame him for wanting to pursue a head coaching role? Honestly, I'm torn. Part of me wants him back in San Francisco, where he built a top-tier defense, but another part understands the allure of leading a team from the front. It's a tough position for him, and I can't help but feel a mix of admiration and frustration. As we watch this unfold, what does it mean for our defense? If we lose Saleh, we'll have to look for a new defensive mind to step in, which could derail the progress we've made. It's critical that the 49ers find someone who can maintain the level of excellence we've come to expect. I want to hear from you. What do you think? Are you optimistic about the possibility of Saleh returning, or do you think we need to prepare for a new chapter? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's get the conversation going. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates and stay connected with everything 49ers. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more insights and news as we navigate this exciting and uncertain time for our beloved team.